Hey everyone, I've gotten a lot of questions recently about why I changed my username from Jahua Rubix to Jahua. I didn't want to get sued. With how lawsuit happy Rubix has been lately, it seemed like a good time to do it. I've been meaning to change it for a while for that same reason. That's about it. Other people have asked why I don't add something else like Cuber to the end of the name, and I just don't like that. I've always kind of just preferred the name Jahua. I like the sound of Rubix, but again, I don't have enough money to be sued. Would you ever try press fitting magnets? Given the right tools to do so, I would actually really like to try press fitting magnets in a number of different puzzles, but I don't exactly know what I would need, or have the money to get what I would need. Would you rather pursue a cup stacking career or a professional pizza eater? Why choose when you could do both? Do you have a Petaminx? No. I have two Petaminxes. Have you ever tried turtle races? I only have one turtle, and he's never really been around other turtles since I got him. Saying that out loud, that sounds kind of bad, but turtles don't need social interaction. At least humans don't think turtles need social interaction. This has gone way off track. No, my turtle has never raced, and now I'm thinking I need to get another turtle. You know David Jing? Actually, he goes to a lot of the same competitions I do, but I've never actually met him. Seems like an interesting guy, though. What's your worst cubing fail? No orange times at the North Dakota Fargo Fall, whatever it was called, that competition where it all ended. Scube or Pyraminx? If I had to make shoes out of either one of these puzzles, I would probably go with Pyraminx. Because with modern technology, I think Pyraminx is pop less than Scube. I don't really know. And since you didn't leave any context, I can only assume that's what you were asking. How do I convince my parents to let me get a turtle? Well, I'm glad you asked, because that brings us to a segment of the video I like to call the 2 easy steps to convincing your parents to let you get a turtle is step 1, don't. Water turtles are very expensive to keep, live a long time, and are actually kind of difficult to keep clean and well. I would recommend a tortoise. That's step 2, is get a tortoise or a box turtle. Even though tortoises may live longer, box turtles and tortoises are much easier to keep as they don't need a large house, mostly containing water. Do you or did you like any sports? Good question. I actually have what I consider to be my second channel, and possibly a channel that I like even more than this one is my skiing channel, Jahua Skiing. Luckily, skiing isn't a company, so they can't sue me over there. I used to ski around 35 to 45 times a year until I was too sick to walk. Then I skied like 0 times a year. So a lot of times during the winter I would cube not very much at all, because every other day almost I would be skiing and spending all day hanging out with my friends, and that was great. Are you going to nationals? If so, can you sign my face? I'm going to nationals, but I would be very uncomfortable signing someone's face. I'd do it, but it would be very uncomfortable. How to tell the difference between an Oolong V2 first batch and a regular one? If it turns really bad, it's from the first batch, and if it's good, it's a new one. Favorite fast food restaurant? I believe it's Five Guys, but I have been pretty much completely unable to eat there in a couple of years, so it might have changed, but I'd assume it's still them. They have pretty good, small selection of very good food. So there's a speed stacks competition this past weekend, actually in the same town that I've hosted a couple of competitions. So me and a few of my cubing friends were planning on going, but turns out speed stack competitions end very early in the day. By the time they got to my house, the competition had already been over for around 30 minutes to an hour, and guess we'll never know what they're like.